All right. So I've kind of found that um for one it's either vampire or bruiser. I don't really know. I think because if it's like a radar guided anti-ship missile, it is bruiser, I think. But if it's like an IR guided, well, no, I think it's the other way around. If it's radar guided, it would be bruiser, and if it's IR guided, it would be vampire. That sounds appropriate. But I think you can like mix match, and I think it's still like the same. Uh, but anyway, I could be wrong. My main issue with these new missiles here, these are like the harpoons. They're the slammers. Um, I honestly didn't think they would add these. I thought they would add the actual harpoons first, the actual like radar guided harpoons. But I've been looking up some videos on DCS on how these things work, and these things they're pretty much as complex as the brimstone missile. But again, War Thunder likes to put shit in the game that is just watered down and half baked. Um, and so this is what we have. So it can be used as a cruise missile for sure. That's without a doubt. It can be used as a cruise missile. It can also be used as an anti-ship missile, but it can also be used as a close air support missile as well. So all around a really good missile, but it's just not there in terms of penetration or like damage wise. I mean, it's just an HE warhead. It's just like a bomb. It's just a 1,000-pound bomb. That's essentially what it is. Um, so you want to compare it to something like the Walleye, which is I guess 2,000-pounder, with no propulsion. But there you go. But this thing here is all around a better missile than the Maverick for sure. That's for sure. You can see the lock range and launch range are really close together from 12 miles to 14 miles. This one is from 12 miles to 87 miles. So, but my main concern with this missile is the GPS guidance. Um, the way I've found to use it is I have to get a point track lock to use the GPS guidance. But whenever I do that, it has a tendency of actually going to the wrong target. So it doesn't actually um use the GPS guidance for the whole time. It actually like uses the GPS guidance, I would say probably up until 12 miles. And then once it gets within 12 miles with that, whatever is the biggest IR signature, um, it's going to track that. So it's not going to use the GPS guidance for the full time. But I thought it would. I thought it would be just like, you can use a targeting pod to just pretty much send a missile at whatever you're looking at with your targeting pod, regardless of if you had a track or not. But it seems like it actually is insistent on using the IR capabilities instead of just using the GPS capabilities. I think the GPS capabilities come in after, like let's say like if it loses the IR track, then it's just gonna go to the last place that it saw the target instead of you using the actual GPS capabilities to actually initially target the target. So let's do a little bit of testing here and let's just see how they perform at low altitude because like I said, I did a little bit of research on the DCS and for what I'm getting from the regular harpoon is it doesn't really matter your speed or your altitude because it's going to go to its own cruising altitude and its own cruising speed regardless. So I guess it matters initially because if you look at the harpoon missile stat card, it says that the maximum allowed release speed is 1.4 Mach or Mach 1.4. So I guess it matters a little bit because initially, upon release, it's going to go above Mach. So or above Mach 1. So it's kind of like it matters initially, but uh not it doesn't really matter like the whole fucking like flight path, like an AMRAAM, right? So I'm assuming that the altitude matters a lot more, but these things have different modes that you can set. Like you can set it to where it can see skim, you can set it to where it can loft. But as of right now, there's no mode that we can actually set it to. As of right now, it's just all it does is, and you'll see it once we jump into a game. But all it really does is, if you're low to the ground, it's gonna loft. Like if you're super like maybe 200 feet off the ground, it's gonna loft up. If you're like maybe above, like I want to say 2,000 feet, I want to say like close to like 3,000, 4,000 feet up in the air, it's going to go to its own cruising altitude below that. So let's jump into a game, and just like you said, like this thing has wings, so it's not like a regular harpoon missile anyway. So it's actually relying on the glide performance more than it's relying on the actual like uh, what is it, like the inertial uh, guidance, I guess. So let's just jump into a game here, a test flight, and we'll do some low strikes. Make sure we're in realistic. Should have set my my spawn to a different spawn. All right. So like I said, let's go for like one of these guys over here. This AA over here. Let's go for that. We're also gonna try to go for the moving targets. So like this guy right here in front of us. Oh my god, dude. Hold on, let me jump out of this. Fucking ADAS is annoying. Let's go. Let's just go for 1 kilometer above the airfield. All right. So like obviously like if you're doing like a point track in the HUD, like you can obviously do that. Let's go to here. Like boom, we got an easy track, and we're gonna launch it at about 200 feet off the ground. Where the fuck did it go? Boom. You can see that I think it kind of lofted up. Like it was like kind of above us. So I think it went up to like maybe like 700 feet. We're gonna try that again, but we're gonna try to keep track of it. Let's go ahead and turn around here. So let's get back to, we can stop. There we go. And it's gonna loft up, and then it's going to deploy the wings. And it's lofted all the way up to like 1,000, almost a little further than 1,000 feet off the ground. And once it gets closer, It's gonna dive down. There it is, diving down now. So it's kind of weird in that regard because it goes all the way. It goes like higher than what you would expect, right? This low key makes me want to play some ground sim. I'm not gonna lie. Like this actually makes me want to play ground sim and do some fucking long range strikes. But it's kind of weird because, like I said, it doesn't really see skim. But there's a mode that you can set the Maverick F to, like the AGM 65F. You can set it to a C skim mode, and the seeker head is supposed to be a better seeker head for tracking ships or like larger targets. So it's supposed to be a better overall like missile over the other variants of the Maverick, right? But there's no real like difference in the Mavericks other than the seeker head being like laser, TV, or IR, or being SAP HE,
You still in
HE.
here, nigga?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Hold on, SAP HE, or heat. That's the only differences between the Mavericks right now. So
I've been
um
in here all night.
yeah, right now we're just going to try to target this. Let's go up to 1,000, and then we're going to target the AA behind us. All right, here we go. Cause I want to see the cruising altitude of this thing. That's not really a track, but we're gonna send it anyway at 3,000. What the fuck did it? Where is it? Oh, it's behind us right here. So it's around like 2,000 feet. Let's slow down. It should catch up to us, to be honest. There it is. It's oh, hit the ground. I think that's because we actually got a point track, so it didn't really lock on to anything. So I think that was around like 2,000 feet. So I guess the cruising altitude is around like 2,000 feet, which is unfortunate because that's definitely very interceptable for sure. So it's gonna go up. Yep, yeah, it's 2,000 feet. So it's gonna cruise at 2,000 feet up until 12 miles, and then it's gonna target, which it should start targeting now. So at what range does it actually start diving? Hmm, interesting. So I think these are definitely for either smaller unarmored ships or tanks for sure because of the HE warhead. Because if you go for like a bigger ship, you're probably going to need like all four, either two good hits or all four hits. So I'm gonna send this Delta at this guy. Okay. So let's try to do a GPS guided drop, and we can do that on this bigger group of targets over here. And we just go for oh that should be good good enough to target something. So turn around here. Wait, how far are we? So again, we have to technically use the targeting pod to do this, and I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. If I can turn around here, so we're not far at all. So what I'm talking about is this right here. So we're at the center of it. So all I'm doing is just well, hey, it's actually locking the target now. So all I'm doing is hitting this keybind right here. So I'm hitting where is it? Right here. No, yeah, right here. So I'm hitting this weapon lock. And so what that's going to do is if my targeting pod is not slaved and if it's not picking up a IR signature, it's just going to get a point track. So I can like just do something like this. But if I hit that, I have to hold it. And I highly doubt that those missiles will hit anything because it's just a point track. So like, yeah, the first missile just hit. So I either have to like hold it down, I guess, or do the weapon lock first at a long distance. Oh, that actually hit him. Okay. I don't know. They're very weird missiles because it's like a hit or miss type of thing. Like maybe it'll track, maybe it won't track. Like. But I guess that's pretty much the idea of it. It's kind of like But if I end up doing this in like a ground sim, the problem with that being is like like we was talking about before, is the markers. I'm not gonna be able to tell who's friendly and who's not because like all of the mixed match fucking vehicles that's in the game. Like you got a fucking T90 uh that's in Britain. You probably I think there's I don't think that no maybe there's not an Abrams in China. I think there's an Abrams in China. I think not in the texture. I think it's like an I gotta I gotta fact check myself. But like there's different fucking vehicles in different countries and it's kinda like stupid, especially whenever you're playing ground sim. So let's try this again. So right there is gonna go straight over the target. So like you have to be like looking in the hood. See, like that's not a good track. And see, like let's go to the targeting pod and just do a point track like right here, right there. That okay, that right there. That's the GPS guidance. That small box on the ground, like away from the tanks, that was that's a point track. So it's pretty much just going to be using the GPS guidance. And I had to do the weapon lock with that. That one hit. I don't know where the other one went. I guess the other one went over the targets. We're gonna try to get it a little bit further from the targets here. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter which altitude you're at because it's just gonna go to 2,000 feet anyway. So like if you're low to the ground, it's just gonna go up in loft. Um, and that's kind of counterintuitive because like I'm pretty sure these things were actually made to like evade radars evade being intercepted by like sea whiz and stuff like that. So, so we're just gonna do the same thing, like get a general point track somewhere, like right there. That seems like a decent track. I hear it. Oh, I see it right there. See, you can see the flight path that it's taking, and it's about to go down. Here it's going down now. Oh, it actually tracked something. See, like that was a point track, and it literally started tracking the leopard. So that was actually like a GPS guided, well, not really GPS guided, but it was like a point track, and it uses the GPS guidance to actually like get closer to the target, and then after it gets close enough, it'll lock on in the right in like perfect conditions. So, and you can see I had to use the actual targeting pod to get a lock or that to get the point track. Because if I use the HUD or like third person, I'm gonna show y'all what that how that looks. Trying to do that because I think I have to hold the actual like lock button or like yeah the actual fire button to actually do it. So I was holding the lock button, but to do it in third person or to do it in the cockpit in the HUD, you have to actually hold the fire button. So let's try that, and then we'll switch over to like our ground radar and see how that works. So like right here, we're just gonna just kind of like see our box, and we don't want to get a track right there. Boom, and let's see if that tracks. That might go over the target. That might actually go over. We're gonna do the same thing in the cockpit once that hits. Hopefully that doesn't go over the target. Think it went over. It's harder. It really is harder to do in third person because you're not really getting a accurate or precise um track like or just a lock on the ground. You're just really just like you could be firing like 2-3 miles over the target. You're not really realizing it because you can't see it. So let's try that one more time. Third person. Get a little further away here. But if it went over the target, bro, like it's gonna find something to hit. Like it's pretty much just flying until it actually finds something to lock onto, which is like really scary to be honest, because like that can be like that can be very bad for sure. right, here we go. Let's try to get a more accurate point track. That looked good. I mean that looks pretty good. I don't know. Let's see. It's right there. We're gonna keep track of it. Make sure we're not. We kind of want it to go faster than us. And I've heard these things actually like, or at least anti-ship missiles. They actually can shoot down, or they have shot down like commercial airliners and cargo ships and freighters and shit like that. So they definitely have that collateral damage type of thing. So unlike the harm, oh, it's going down now. So it did find something to hit. Like it found the area that I hit. So yeah, or that I marked. So yeah, there you go. All right, let's do the same thing, but in a cockpit, and we'll try to, like I said, all we're doing is just holding the fire button or the release button, and then whenever we're in the targeting pod, we're pretty much just getting the lock or the point track, with the weapon lock air to ground keybind. Let's get a little higher just so we can kind of have a little bit less room for error here. And we're gonna jump in the cockpit. It's kind of hard to do because I'm using mouse aim in the cockpit, and I can't really see. Okay, I don't know where that's going because you can't really gauge where your marker is going to be. So we're gonna have to try that again with a full load. That might hit. I don't know. It might. I think it's gonna go over again. No idea where it's at right now. All right, let's try this again. Nope, that's not right. It's locking something, but it's just, oh, there you go. See, it's locking something, but then it goes away, and you can't tell if it's a point track or if it's an actual track in the cockpit. So that's the problem. You can't really tell. So I'm gonna have to use if I'm doing like a super long range strike, I'm gonna have to use the targeting pod to actually get a track first, and then I'll launch it. So I'm gonna have to go to the targeting pod every time I do that. So let's just turn in and see what it actually hits. Because one of them is not going to hit anything unless it actually finds something to hit. I think I just seen it go off in the distance right there. I just seen something else go off in the distance. So I think they both missed. See, it's locking the grind. It's locking that for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that. That's very weird, bro. Like you can't really effectively lock a target in the cockpit unless you like because you don't know if it's a point track or if it's like an actual like IR track. That's weird. Let's go. Let's use our radar here. Let's see what's up with our radar. And then that doesn't work. So like I feel like if I'm using my radar, like if I'm using the search GMTI, and if I lock a target with it, it should lock my seeker head. For one, it should lock my targeting pod to the target, but then that should allow my seeker head to be slaved over and locked as well. So I don't really know why it's not working like that. And this is unfortunate because these are the only two like moving targets right now. But let's try to remove the designated steer point. See, like right there, it doesn't lock. I got a point track at 2 miles with a radar lock and a TV or IR lock or whatever targeting pod. It literally slaved everything over, but it just didn't slave my seeker head. And yep, and it hit right there by the GPS coordinates. That's very strange, bro. It was really, really strange. But you know, wanna know what I can do is I can drop a laser guided JDAM on this bitch. That's what I can do. See how that works. I thought it fucking tracked, but it didn't. Yeah, it doesn't actually like lock on to the target. Like I'm expecting whenever like I'm using my ground radar, like it's telling me where it's at. But like let's go like for example, let's go in the hood here or in the cockpit. Is that guy moving? I think that guy's moving over there. I see. Jeez. Maybe he's not moving. He's not moving. Okay. So it locked it up for me for right there. That's the only way it's useful is if it's only useful with fucking it's only useful with fucking glide bomb or like laser guided JDAMs. That's the only way that thing is used. Like the wow, bro. Like I don't even think they work with the Mavericks, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Cause like, cause the only reason why it works with the fucking JDAMs is because like it literally slaves the secret head. As soon as you get a lock, it slaves the secret head, the targeting pod over. Another thing that I figured out about the harpoon missile, probably not, maybe this missile too as well, but another thing that I found out is these harpoon missiles were actually had a way of being manually guided, similar to the walleye. Not picking up anything because they're not actually. Nah, those were like literally just. I'm just sending those missiles in that direction to see if they track. I get an IR track because it should. Like we were within 12 miles, so they went over. Yeah, so I think they both went over. Now it's weird because the F-18E, the Super Hornet, I think the regular Hornet as well, it should have a sea search radar instead of like a search GMTI radar. I mean, I can go on all day about what they keep fucking up with this game, bro. Let's try to hit a ship. Not that ship. Let's go for this one. And you can see we don't have anything to where it's telling us that we can lock that ship up. But what we're gonna do, deactivate. There you go. So now our targeting pod is really slaved over to that. So yeah, boom. Uh, so it locks it if we go to the targeting pod after we get a lock. It doesn't do it in third person. So now we gotta try that. We gotta try that in the cockpit and see if that works in the cockpit. So we gotta deactivate the target point. Shut our radar off. Let's go to the cockpit. There you go. That worked. That worked. Surprisingly. So I think the best ways to use this for me is just like how I used it right there, where I just pretty much just got a point track, or not a point track. I got a track with my targeting pod with through my radar, and I just pretty much just hit the fire button and it locked onto the target, and then fired it off. And then the other way is if I just want to do like a long range strike with my GPS guidance, I would just have to get a point. I have to go to my targeting pod, get a point track with my targeting pod, then fire it. So let's actually try to do that in some simulator and see how that works. try to back out and do that in some sim. Okay. Yeah, so we're probably going to play some ground sim, especially once we get accustomed to how to actually employ these like harpoons the right way. Because I can just send them to their fucking spawn and then they're just probably gonna get intercepted. But if I actually get a track super close to the target, like some close range shit, pretty much should use the Maverick. But if I'm going to do it like with the radar, it's gonna be uh friendly fire is gonna be like one of my main concerns with that. So let's just figure it out and simulate in the regular air sim first. And I think Port Moresby is a good map for this. Actually, I don't. Maybe not, because I don't think there's any moving ships on this map. Guess we can go for the convoys. Let's try to go for the convoy. Let's try to go for the convoy. That was one of the main reasons why that shit sucks so bad, because like you couldn't really hit the convoy because you get too close to them there, they start shooting at you. All right, let's get it. Oh, lighting is trash on this map. Go ahead and set our radar up and get our harpoons ready. Having a brain fart here. Just give me 2 seconds. And let's see. Okay, yeah, let's just set our steer point. We're gonna hit these over here. They're a little bit more like away from all the chaos over there. So, let's go ahead and get airborne here. Okay, so we got the Eurofighter here, and we're not gonna be able to see the target. So we're honestly not gonna be able to target with the radar like I thought, because the clouds are pretty low, and we're getting closer to danger, and that convoy is just in this little valley here. So we're gonna try to notch and defend from this guy's missile here. By the way, we don't have really any missiles to defend ourselves, so kind of defensive this whole time here. Oh, he actually hit me a little bit. Fuck, man, I hate when that happens. I'm getting engaged by the AAA as well. Oh my gosh. This is definitely not the best position to be in. I have two guys on my six. Oh my gosh, but where's my team? Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. All right, let's jump into a different game. That wasn't a good one. There's nobody even doing anything. That terrain is ass, and then the map lighting is ass. Yeah, fuck it. Rather get on like Tunisia or something. Afghanistan is a little bit different. Maybe Winter Stalingrad, maybe. Because some of these maps are just kind of. Some of the games itself are just kind of trash. There's not really a good combination of people in those games, so it's kind of like it's trash. But we might do some Rocky Canyon. Yeah, let's get into some Rocky Canyon here. It just started. Yeah, that just started. Let's do that. This is a better game, I feel like, rather than just jumping straight into a game full of just people, just fucking dickheads and assholes and all kind of shitheads. And there's no convoys. The head doesn't look like. That's unfortunate. So we can't really use our radar. So let's try to do some long range strikes. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit my cockpit. So like we can pretty much hit like each one of these bases and actually get some points from each one of these bases if we wanted to. We can go for like some kind of long range strike at their airfield. We can kind of loiter around and wait for a battle to attack. I mean, we can do a plethora of different things with this missile now that we couldn't do before. We had to rely on slow ass fucking glide bombs and close range Mavericks. It's kind of funny because it'd be one thing if like Russia only had the KH-38 and we only had the glide bombs. That'd be one thing, but they literally gave Russia the KH-38. Two, I think it was two or three different types of KH-38s. The KH-29, and on top of that, different types of glide bombs. That was the main issue. Like it'll be one thing if Russia had one capability and then NATO had the other capability, but they literally just gave Russia the full capabilities and said, America is too strong with the Maverick missile, so we gotta buff Russia. We got a battle right here. We're gonna attack. We're gonna attack this battle with two ATGMs or two harpoons. Where's my strip point? Right here. We're gonna climb up. And let's look for the target. We're actually like pretty much as close as we're gonna get right now. Go to air to ground. And let's target this guy and this guy. And we can turn around. Couldn't do that with the Mavericks. That was at 57,000 feet. And we can turn around now and change our azimuth and our bearing and see something off in the distance right here. Now I'm in the mood to just not really just instantly kill somebody or I'm pretty much just want to intercept somebody. So if this is an enemy, we're gonna find out. We're gonna see if he wants to play around a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is a friendly though. Yep. All right. All right. So this is our friendly right here. It looks like maybe he has some harpoons he's about to use. Let's see if I can catch up to him. He's in the afterburner right now. Looks like he's trying to target the battle as well. Kind of want to see his loadout. Damn, did my harpoons not hit or something? Like, what's happening? I didn't get a track on him, so that's one. I'm literally just using the GPS guidance on him. I want to see this guy's loadout. That's what I want to do. Looks like he has bombs. No, he has AMRAMs. He has a fucking full load of AMRAMs, bro. Oh, what a fucking Chad, bro. Yeah, I guess my harpoons didn't hit, so let's try it again. We'll send another vol. Oh, there's a convoy. Let's hit the convoy. Let's get a little further away from it though, and we'll turn around. And let's actually get rid of this steer point. And we'll turn around here. People love to cry about the F-18, but the same people who cry about the F-18s are literally the people who fucking fly Gripens and Rafales and Eurofighters. All right, we're gonna set our radar up and go back to air to ground. Getting fairly close. They're like somewhere like on this road here. I don't see them. Right there. So that's one out. And then we're at really close range, by the way. So I mean that should track. But I didn't actually see them on my HUD. Somewhere on this road. Maybe that's not going to track. Okay, so let's get rid of that steer point again. We got a grip and we got a handle. He's about to handle me if I don't fucking. gosh. What the fuck? Where the fuck did he go, bro? I think. Oh, I think he died. I think. Hopefully he's dead. I think. All right, we're gonna go back for this bit or for this convoy, and I want to see where the fuck he's at, but I don't. Oh, I see him right here. So like they're bearing north, 050. So let's go ahead and turn our radar on, and we should track them pretty good with the radar now. Oh, we're bingo shit. Oh my gosh, we got to track. It's tracking the wrong thing. What the fuck? Why is it tracking the wrong thing, bro? What the fuck? Why? 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 Why the fuck did y'all? I know y'all seen that. Like, bro, like what the fuck? I gotta run back home now. Maybe we can drop these bombs on this fucking battle, dude. Oh my gosh. Gonna have to do a pop up attack here. No, you're shooting at me, bitch. All right, we gotta get back home. Fucking canyon run. How low can you go? I've done this so many times in the F-14. It's like really fun doing it in the F-14, but doing it in the F-18 it just seems kind of like too easy. I mean, this is not a fucking narrow canyon. I mean, these things get tight for sure. Just taking it all the way back to base, taking this whole canyon all the way back to base. or this whole. This is, yeah, technically it's a canyon. Yeah. Now what is this like a not a creek? This is what like a stream or a river or something? Oh, he's doing a canyon run too. Let's go ahead and start climbing. So that was a really bad run, by the way. We're still trying to like figure out how to like the best way to use it. I mean, the most ideal way to using it is just getting a solid track with it, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm literally just trying to fire them off the rails with a pretty much a point track using the GPS guidance in the war or the secret head. So got anybody on this airfield? Nope. I just took off. Is that Faint Bunny? I think I just seen Faint Bunny in this bitch. Hello, AA. Don't mind me. I believe we will slow down one day. Come on. Come on. Perfect. Perfect. I don't have to stop. I can just keep going and like taxi, right? You're gonna let me taxi? Is the game actually gonna let me taxi? Wow, for a change? Like it'd be cool if they actually had people like actually working doing like small stuff like, fit repairing and prepping the jets and this shit you can see like actual like workers and fucking soldiers and shit. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, that's not gonna work how I thought. There we go. Come on, keep it going. Ta-da! Well, that would be very interesting. Like that's what I mean by dynamic, right? Is not just the AWACS and the EWR and the better Sams and all that. I mean like actual like shit that you can do as far as like if you spawn in, you're not just spawning in on the fucking runway. Like you're spawning in and you got a taxi and like you got to go through the whole process. Maybe not like a whole process, but like like you can opt in or opt out, shit like that, like if you want to. Because I know I would do that like every fucking time. It's like an immersion thing for me. It's not really as just cut and dry as just let me just spawn in, take off, and go to the other side of the fucking battle or the other side of the map. Like it's more or less for me. It's just like, okay, let me enjoy every moment of actually, the game. Like let me actually get something out of it rather than just, oh, I'm gonna spawn in and oh, I'm gonna spawn camp them. Like it's just old, bro. Like give me something to look at, give me something to do. Like, I don't want to just fucking spawn in just to fucking go to the other side of the map and spawn camp people and try to get quote unquote air superiority, even though that's not a thing right now because there's nothing to actually gain superiority over because there's nothing to actually stop you from actually gaining that superiority. You pretty much already have it. So it's like, but if they added shit like, I don't know, fucking area refueling, that would give the player something to do, something to take out, or something to actually protect in order to actually keep superiority or gain superiority. Same thing with like the better AA systems that are AI controlled. If they added better AA systems either on the airfield itself or on like the outside, the perimeter in front of the airfields, that would be more ideal. You know, because that would give the player something to again to defend or to take out with seed missiles or just take out in general like EWR. It would give them something to prioritize over uh PvP.
Nephew's in there playing the fucking
Hold on, but I didn't hear you. Hold
uh,
on, wait a minute.
BO1 thing.
What'd you say?
My nephew's in there playing Black Ops 1 campaign.
What?
Black Ops 1 campaign
Oh,
with
Black Ops One.
Mason and Wood.
Yeah, I
They're
played a
going
little bit.
after Dragovich.
Yeah, I played a little bit. All right, let's try to do this again without being intercepted. I'm a little disappointed that the F-18 didn't get the JSOs like the F-16, and a little bit more disappointed that it didn't get the IRST pod, fuel pod like it should have. But what else is new? The expectations I have for this game are just through the roof. They continue to just fail to deliver with this content shit, but hey. No! Well, I was not really paying attention to my altitude. I'm not gonna lie right there. Uh, let's do it again. Let's do it one more time here. Ass sortie, I'm gonna call it. I'm trying to really get these trying to use my radar, man. It's not really working. The last time I used it, it went to something different. Like I don't understand why it did that. Very weird. Had a lock. Like it worked perfectly in test flight. Then when I actually get an actual lock in the game, it's like, nope, we're gonna put the seeker head off to the right, and that's where you're gonna shoot. Like, bro, what? They're going crazy in the chat. This should be a fairly easy missile to defend against, like it was on that other guy. Now, if we get a lock, or let me see, because my radar is set to 46 miles, and that should be enough. So I should be seeing. Oh, I got a blip on my radar now. Very brief. See, I'm just not picking them up. That's the issue I'm having. Is just not picking them up right now. Maybe I'm not high enough. I'm getting really close now. Like I'm getting actually like really fucking close. Here we go. I got another blip on my radar. Nothing. It's telling me that's off to the left, but I don't see them, bro. Like this now it's kind of aggravating because like I don't like it's giving me a small blimp, but now I don't see them at all, and I'm getting close. Wow, bro, it's not letting me lock, bro. Like that is all right. Let's try the other one, I guess. Like this is just kind of like frustrating at this point. Like it's just not working. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm literally pointing my radar directly at the fucking shit. Like I don't understand what's happening right now. Gonna have to engage this guy. This is a friendly. Okay, bet. Let's get off my afterburner. Go back to air to ground. Okay, there we go. Got something, but it's you can see that it's not tracking. The secret head is just not tracking. No, what the fuck? What is happening? It's now it's tracking. Like what? That doesn't make any sense. Like I have to go to my targeting pod, bro. What the fuck? It literally worked perfectly in the what's the name in the that should have hit because I actually got a lock on him, dude. That is so frustrating, bro. Like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense the way it works. Like it works half the time. It's like hit or miss with the actual locking. Like at first it's hit or miss with the actual like if it's gonna hit the actual target, but it's hit or miss if you're actually gonna lock the target with your radar or not, and you actually get it to work with the secret head. Like it's like what? That's crazy. And it's going on, and you can see it. It went to like different places. It didn't even go to like it didn't even go anywhere near where my radar was tracking. It literally went to different places. What the fuck? It worked perfectly fine in the test flight. I don't know what happened. We're gonna turn around and try to get this other target here, this other convoy. I mean, I know there's a fall on my six somewhere, so all right, we're right here at 295, I would say. And let's go ahead and deactivate, and we're gonna. All right, we're already at a good altitude, so we're gonna keep this altitude, lock this guy up, and it's just not tracking. Nope. Fuck, man. It's not giving me the track. Still not giving me the track. All right, bro. It's not giving me the track. It's not tracking. And we were at like literally like within 10 miles. That's insane, man. Well, we're RTB. I mean, well, we can drop these bombs on them. To be honest, they work better than the fucking. They actually work better than the fucking than the harpoons, which is insane. Like they actually work with the fucking radar. I just have to literally keep fucking lock or like keep fucking track of it. It's just fucking stupid. So like I'm gonna lock this guy up, make sure our radar is on. Pickle times one or pig times one away. It's not locking. And now we just gotta keep track. And let's see if we can set our MFD up for it. Is it the second one? Oh, it's the third one. There we go. The main problem with this is like they're probably going to start engaging me before my bomb even hits. Yep, he's shooting. Yep. See, like, oh my god, man. Ah, this shit is annoying, bro. It really is, bro. Like, I don't get why this shit doesn't work. Like, that didn't even fucking work, bro. Why? I have no I fucking idea, bro. I have no idea at all. This is what I'm talking about. Like, the shit works perfectly fine in test flight, and then when you're actually in a real fucking game, it just works like completely fucking different. Like it's like almost I'm like, what's the fucking point of the test flight if y'all are not going to put it to where it's actually like within the same parameters? Like what? Not even going to use the radar. I'm just going to get a straight lock. There you go. One off the rails. Get into a climb. Like what? And if I'm actually tracking it, bro, this is why I want to just leave this fucking game, man. Like it's just so inconsistent, man. It really is. Like fucking radars don't fucking work, and they're just the thing is they don't work, and it's the most like rudimentary version of a fucking radar, and they don't even fucking work the way they should. That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna shoot a delta at this guy, Fox 3. Oh, he's already about to die, I think. But they put the most like simplistic implementation of a radar, and it doesn't even fucking work half the time. Like what? Like what, bro? Like, feel free to tell me what I'm doing wrong if I'm doing anything wrong. I don't see how like if I'm doing. I don't see my faults because the way I'm trying to do it is literally the way that the game is allowing me to do it. So I don't see the way. I don't see what I'm doing wrong. Like all I'm doing is using the other capabilities that it has. Who is this guy? Okay, this is a friendly. So like usually if you're like getting if you want to like get like a confirmed kill, like like it's gonna be like an absolute splash on the target, you would get a track, right? You would actually like get close enough to see that you got a track and actually see that you're about to hit your target, and you can see your impact. That's why the Maverick was so good, or was as good as it was. What I'm doing is I'm using the GPS capabilities of the missile. For two, I'm trying to target with my radar. And whenever I'm doing that, it's just screwing me over because it's not locking where my radar is looking. So every time I turn my radar on, I'm essentially slaving. Well, I want to turn my radar on, and if I find a radar blimp, if I lock onto that blimp, it's going to slave my targeting pod over to where my radar is locking. Okay, my targeting pod can be slaved to my missile seeker head. So what I'm trying to do is all I'm trying to do is just trying to find a target to designate through my radar instead of doing it manually through either my TV seeker head or my targeting pod. I'm just trying to allow my radar to do it all in one. And it's not working. It's locking shit around the target. It's not locking anywhere close to the target. And that's screwing me over. Even though it's a ability or capability that you have with this platform with the Hornet. So despite it being an actual capability in real life and it being implemented in this game, it doesn't work. And that's where I'm having my issues. It works perfectly fine in flight, or in the test flight, but it doesn't work in real game. Tell me why. Please, can somebody explain to me why there's a difference between test flight parameters and simulator game, like real game parameters, whenever you can actually set the test flight to a simulator or whatever game mode that you want to test it in? I don't know. All I know is I'm very disappointed in the performance of these harpoons. I'm glad they're in the game. I'm glad that we have them. I'm glad we can use them the way that you can essentially use the KH-38, but the way that they're implementing it in the game is just trash because it doesn't have its full capabilities. It's like the brimstone, how they added the brimstone. It doesn't have its full capabilities, so you can't really use it the way you would use it in real life. Let alone you can't use it to the extent that you can to where it sets itself apart from the Hellfire or the AGM 179. It's pretty much the same fucking missile. But the only difference is you have 18 of them on a fixed wing aircraft, and you can fire them in quick succession. Unlike the Hellfire, like the Hellfire, you have to fucking fire one, guide it in with the laser, and all that shit. But you can fire the fucking brimstones, three or four of them at one target, and they'll track all. They're all tracked, so it's kind of like. But anyway, it's just not implemented the way it should be implemented. And that's the same exact way that these harpoons are not implemented the way they should be implemented. They're half baked. Like I've been saying, they're just half baked. They're not ready. They're not full fidelity. All it is just a better Maverick, longer range Maverick essentially. Like they don't have any type of fifth gen capabilities. That's just how it is. And for that I have to say fuck this game, man. Like it makes me wonder, like if they add the harpoon or the harms, how would they add it? Are they going to just like how would you half bake something like that? That seems like a missile that is pretty simple, right? Like you can fire it off at a target that is illuminating you, or that's using a radar with radiation. Seems pretty simple. It seems like it's a pretty simple way of adding something in the game, but to Gaijin, it's almost like they have to like draw it out, so like so like over a long period of time, get the hype up about it, and then whenever they actually release it, it's like, well, this is not how that shit is supposed to work. The fuck is this? So you just you make this whole like long drawn out fucking addition to the game that should have been in the game fucking years ago, in other jets, like lower tier jets like the F4 and all these other jets. And then whenever it finally comes out, it's a fucking bust. It's just trash. It's just what nobody was expecting. Everybody had high expectations. Everybody had better expectations for this thing to actually perform a little bit better or a little bit differently. And then whenever it's actually implemented, it's like some bullshit. Like, dude, man, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, who was up there at Gaijin actually coming up with this shit? Like, okay, this year, we're gonna make sure we release the harms. This year, we're gonna make sure we release the Super Hornet. This year, we're gonna make sure da 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 whatever. And then whenever it actually comes time to put this shit out, it's always some half baked, watered down content. And I'm sorry, I'm talking down on something that we should be rejoicing. We got the harpoons, man. Man, fuck these harpoons, my guy. Until they actually add this shit that makes these shits actually matter and actually work properly like they should, it's just stupid. Like it's a stupid addition. It doesn't belong right now. The same thing with the KH-38. They don't belong. They don't have anything in the game to actually make these things matter. All people do with them is just, oh, I'm just gonna launch them at somebody's airfield, or I'm just gonna launch them towards a fucking in ground RB, like I'm just gonna launch them towards their fucking spawn. That's all they're used for. They're not used for taking out any type of long range asset on the enemy side. They're not used for taking out any type of strategic positions. They're just used for spawn camping. It's stupid. They're not worth it. There's nothing in the game to give you the incentive to actually use these things properly. The only except the fucking airfields, like, oh, I'm gonna go take out the living quarters or whatever. Really? That's it? And how many fucking harpoons will it take to take out a fucking airfield? It'll probably take more than one fucking hornet. I'll tell you that much. It definitely take more than one fucking hornet to take out some fucking a fucking airfield. So like it would have to be again strategic. It would have to be strategically planned. Like you would have to get in a team full of like 4 people with Hornets, and y'all would just have to just do like fucking bombing, like a whole bombing campaign on this fucking airfield for it to actually like matter. There's no incentive. There's no reason for people to actually do that though, because it doesn't matter. It's not like they tell you to do it. It's like something that you just have to know about the game. And it's trash. For that reason, for that very reason, these types of additions in this game are just trash. They don't matter. Especially when people just use them to spawn camp in ground RB, in air sim. It doesn't fucking matter. There's no reason to bring them other than, hey, let me take out a couple ships and then you get bored of that. Like you can't fucking destroy a fucking aircraft carrier with them. Again, you have to do a bombing campaign. You have to bring something other than the harpoons. You can use the harpoons to try to get to it and to weaken it, but ultimately you're gonna have to use something to actually penetrate and actually bring some kind of bombs or something to destroy it. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this game. We're gonna jump into a custom game in here in a second, but first we're gonna jump into this ground sim and see how it performs in ground sim. Probably not gonna be able to use the radar because it'll just kind of be stupid to use a radar in ground sim and then accidentally fucking TK. So let's just try to find a game. And what we're probably going to do is probably just going to try to just do, what we did before with the targeting pod and try to get like a point track and hopefully it goes to whoever just so happens to spawn in. Again, like I said, it's spawn camping thing. We're gonna have to take just 2 this time because again we're gonna have to do some air combat here. So we can't just expect to be the only ones in the air here. So let's go ahead and change our loadout. And we'll change it to this loadout here. So I'm automatically just going to go to this right here, and I'm going to launch one at each of these spawns if I can help it. Oh yeah, we got a J. We got 2 J downs as well. So fucking MI-28 and a Panseer already killing, already doing some taking out some of my air assets here. We got a MiG-29. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to launch it. There we go. We got one out. when I start defending here. So that's one out, and I think we actually got a point track on like nearby the actual threat. I'm gonna designate the second point over here, and let's see where that's at. That's behind us right there. Oh shit! No! I was trying to fucking pull up, bro. Fuck! Oh man. Let's just wait for a second. Maybe we might get a splash on them. Like this thing G lock so fucking fast for no reason now, bro. Like it used to not G lock like that, bro. Ugh. We might get a splash or something on it. If not, we'll just spawn in F8 or F14 and try to get a kill like that. Could spawn in the A10 as well. We might do that. I just want to see if those things actually hit. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. And that was the smallest fucking tree. I thought I was gonna go right through it. I thought it was just not gonna fucking register. But yeah, this is like a more like fast paced type of like sim game. I mean I like it. I enjoy it, and I feel like I play this a lot more now because we actually have like longer range shit. Like I'm not being outranged like absurdly because like I don't have any types of like KH-38s or because like there's a fucking Panzer on the other team. Like I actually can compete now. All right, I think they are. I think they missed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they missed. All right, well, let's try to spawn in. Well, I mean, we can take something different here. They can take a little bit of a different loadout, to be honest. We can take this. We can take some C5s. Take some deltas. We might just take some deltas. Yeah, let's take some deltas here. A little bit unfortunate that we couldn't pull up there, but hey, what the fuck is going on? The fuck? Now that's a helicopter. Is that an enemy helicopter right there? I see bullets and rounds out front. Oh my gosh, can I not get a lock on this thing? Okay, he shot two at me. He actually hit me, bro. Like that's crazy because like as soon as I spawn in, I'm getting hit or I'm getting fucking locked on too. I'm all right, but I just find that kind of fucking retarded. My roll rate is a little bit off, so I still got my radar. That's good. Jesus Christ. Return to the battlefield. What? Are you fucking serious? Bro, game. Are you fucking kidding me? I thought that shit was gonna fucking kill me for a second, bro. Like I'm not even out of the map, bro. Like I'm really right here. Like what? I can't even get to their fucking helicopter because they keep shooting my shit down. Fox 3. See, he just keeps shooting that shit down, bro. Want to commit to him. I got tally, so I can see him. Oh my god, it's IR fucking bullshit. And it didn't get him. It really didn't get him. Are you serious? Yo, this game, bro. It literally didn't even get him, bro. It literally didn't. It was like right there. Like he was like close as shit. And he wasn't even like close to the ground, bro. Are you serious? Like that's how I get played in this game, bro. That's exactly how I get played in this game. Wow, that should have been at least like a fucking like like I knew that was a fucking suicide mission that's going straight in there like that, but that was literally the point is I was going to go straight in there and get a kill and then die. But it didn't even like okay, tell me how many radar missiles do you have to shoot at one helicopter before he actually gets hit by the fucking missile? Like, I understand he like all those missiles were being intercepted, but like he like you telling me that he was in the notch? Are you serious? You telling me the helicopter was in the notch by a fucking 120 Bravo? Yeah, right, bro. And I got a hard lock on this guy. Yeah, right. Okay. All right, game. We'll go with that theory. I'm trash. Yeah. Skill issue. Yep. Exactly that. That's insane, bro. That's actually crazy as fuck. Let's try it again. Try it again. Got two spawns again. We're gonna hit the alpha point. It seems a little bit more open. That's fine. There's a buck up. Just gonna try to get his let's bleed all of his missiles. See how much space we got. We got a bunch of space. So this is good terrain as well for these for like defense, going defensive. All right, let's recommit. All right, let's see what we got. Got two bucks right there. That is a really fast fucking missile. I'm not gonna lie. That thing is fucking quick. Shot down my missile. We essentially have to do this like super fucking fast. Careful not to hit the trees again. And this is why we need harms, ladies and gentlemen. For this exact reason. I don't think that will make it. I was kind of slow right there. Actually took my. Those things are fucking fast, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They're really good at intercepting. So I'm out of ordinance now because I don't have harms to actually take out the AA. Like, what the fuck, bro? And there's nobody like else doing any type of fucking seed or anything. So I'm just gonna stay airborne. I got 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna kind of like loiter and until I can RTB. I'll pop our radar on now. See what we got in the sky. Kind of get a little risky now. Figure out where everybody's at. Oh, we got something right here. Let's launch a couple fox trees at this guy. I actually got tally on him, so I'm gonna go closer. Oh shit. Never mind. As MiG 29 is launched. Oh, I didn't even know, bro. That's the thing. I didn't even know. I thought that was a MiG 29's missile. I didn't. If I knew, okay, if I guessed right that that was the Bucks missile, I would have went into the left because I was thinking that that was the MiG 29 or the SU-30 or whatever. But that's my fault. I'll take that. We can spawn in again with some um. What do we want to spawn in with? Uh, Shit. I guess let's just go with the C5s again, or the Deltas. Yeah, I'm the only one on my team with doing air to air right now. So we're gonna play this pretty. We're just gonna assume every missile is the Bucks missile, which is probably not the smartest idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Like I'm the only one doing anything in the air. I don't know what everybody else is doing. Like every game I join, it seems like my teammates are just trash, or they just get fucking steamrolled, or something. It's just not ideal at all. Yeah, we're getting steamrolled. Yeah, so like, so literally, like I said, this is the only. I'm the only person on my team that is actually like still alive or like actually doing anything. And this is the second game in a row where this has happened. So, and now we're just losing tickets constantly because they got all the caps. This is one of the reasons why I don't really like realistic battles or the ticket system and all that because it just you just lose tickets just for that. Like, bro, yeah. The games like this is they just don't really last that long, and it's kind of sad because again, like they're trying to mix certain mechanics that only belong in low tier, and they're trying to mix it with high tier, and it just doesn't work well because it just makes for this shitty, fast paced fucking gameplay style. And it's just shitty. It's just not really necessary. Like you can, it really is just it's either laziness or like a little bit of like uncreativity. Like they're not really being very creative as far as like revamping top tier into something that it should be instead of just being like a fucking low tier. It's almost like it's low. You're playing low tier, but with a fucking high tier mask. Like you're playing like low tier with the fucking with a 14-7 mask on. Like bro, like it's just make a whole new game mode, or not. It don't have to be like a fucking brand new game mode, but just make it to where certain shit or like is accustomed to top tier. Like I talked about this a couple streams ago about how it's literally like you have um markers, certain markers, but those markers should like only apply to low tier. They shouldn't apply to top tier because top tier use certain things to actually tell them that type of context instead of it being just a marker. So this is I've never really played this map before, so this is gonna be interesting here. I'll tell you what, let's do some PV. Let's do some air combat, and then we'll grab some or some harpoons. It looks like everybody's doing the same thing. What the fuck? He has Mavericks, bro? Or those? Yeah, I think those are Mavericks. We got a 16 and three 18s, including me. And it looks like they're already shooting missiles, apparently, or is that a the fuck is that? I think that yeah, they're shooting missiles. So I gotta be careful because like they like really in front of me, so they gotta be kind of careful where I'm shooting now. He's low. I got a helicopter spawned in, so I'm just gonna launch one. Don't tell me he's fucking made it past the merge, bro. Are you serious? They didn't kill him, bro. The fuck, man? Like, bro, this is so, bro. He's behind me now, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? What is wrong with these fucking teammates? He has a fucking full load of, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, I'm about to fucking TK every single body on my fucking team, dude. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Look at this dude. Oh my god, I'm TKing the shit out of them, bro. I don't give a fuck. That just pissed me the fuck off, bro. Are you serious? Dude, what? No, I'm looking for teammates, bro. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck these dudes, bro. I'm tired of getting this fucking bullshit because my teammates suck ass every time, bro. Shit is annoying. Yep, you're getting the fucking AMRAM. Sorry. Not sorry. No fucking way that they get to fucking survive that whole fucking thing while I'm over here. Oh yeah, you're getting a gun, asshole. Yeah, stupid bitch. Tired of that shit, bro. Fuck him. Fuck the other guy too. Hello? All right, never mind. Stupid bitch. I'm about to fucking fuck him up. Go back to the lobby. Back to the lobby you go. Yeah, I'm petty like that. Damn right. Tired of this dumb shit every fucking time I spawn in. Niggas get away with this shit, man. Fuck them. Oh, he's in his helicopter. They got you get in his helicopter. I got out with somebody else. Yeah. Oh, that shit is close as fuck. I'm about to get some distance. Fuck this dude. Well, that was a better game. Sorry ass, trash ass teammates, my guy. Had to kill that dude. Sorry. If I would have seen another one, I would have killed him too. The fuck? Fucking SU-30 going head on with you, and you're just gonna turn off and just fucking let two of your teammates fucking die to a dumbass SU-30, my guy, because you're too scared to fucking fight and shoot a missile towards them. Like, bro, what? No, nigga, you're not fucking getting away. No, not that easy. No, not on my watch. You're gonna die. Straight up. Tired of all that pussy ass shit in sim and air sim. I'm tired of this pussy ass shit in ground sim. No. You see an SU-30 rushing your fucking spawn, and you're like, oh no, I'm just gonna turn off and just go like nigga, what? You're just gonna give this guy your six. And you let two of your teammates die to that shit. Are you fucking serious? No, bro. No, you're gonna die. I'm gonna fucking kill you, bro. Because you don't know how to fucking fight. You're too scared to fucking fight because you don't know how to fucking fight. So I'm gonna fucking kill you because you're a pussy. And you don't deserve to be on my fucking team because you're a fucking pussy and you don't know how to fucking fight. You're scared. Fuck. I completely understand the F5. The F5 is cool, right? But whenever there is three Hornets in that fucking sky with an additional F-16 or whatever else was taking off at that time, bro. You mean to tell me two of you fucking dickheads want to turn away from the fucking threat versus we all head on to this guy. He can't kill all of us. We're all head on to this guy and we merge with him, or he multipass, he notches a missile, whatever. We merge with him. Now he's not here. I worry about fucking three motherfuckers, four motherfuckers on his ass. But no, because people want to be scary and trash and turn away from the target and give the fucking threat your six. That costs you two fucking teammates in the process. Because all he did was just go head on to the fucking F-16, kill the F-16. I shot a missile at him. He notches my missile or multi-passed my missile, and yeah, kills me because I'm in a fucking turn. I have to get into a fucking turn now. So no, bro, and I got a full fucking rack of missiles. No, bro, you're fucking dying. If I had to fucking die to that shit, I'm making sure you fucking die into that shit because you should have died too. The fuck? I'm not letting you fucking get away and you don't know how you don't fucking fight or you scared to fucking fight and then now you get a fucking way and you get away scot fucking free while I'm fucking dead and I tried my fucking hardest to protect you. No, nigga, you fucking I'm definitely about to fucking kill you now. No, hell no. Fuck that shit. I'm definitely killing your ass. And if I see him again in a custom or in a fucking ground sim or whatever fucking sim, I'm gonna kill his ass again. Straight up, because I'm tired of that dumb shit. I'm tired of people just being fucking pussies and don't know how to actually force dynamic gameplay and actually fucking try to get something different out of the fucking game rather than just do random fucking shit. Oh, I'm just gonna spawn in and try to spawn camp. Or I'm gonna spawn in and try to just fucking jack my fucking dick off until it hurts. Like nigga, fuck that. No, 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 fuck that. Like you choose to give the fucking threat your six just for the sole reason so you can just go towards all of the SAM systems on the other team, or so you can just go cold from all of the fucking combat. Really, bro? Are you serious? Like that logic is not logic. Straight up. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. The shit that people do in this fucking game or is just fucking retarded. Straight the fuck up. These ground sims should last a lot longer. If I'm being honest, they should last a lot fucking longer. But hopefully, we'll find a game, one of these days to where teammates are actually decent. There's not really too many AA up, and we actually can actually win the fucking game. Because all these games that I've been loaded into, we've been losing because of our teammates. We're just not really been doing anything Right. So I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna spawn in with my BVR loadout. Got an MI28. It's a Swiss Hornet, and we're taking off with another Super Hornet here. He has Mavericks. I'm gonna actually climb. Oh, can I get him? Yeah, it's just too fast paced. Like, what did I even get hit by? Oh, fucking pan! I didn't honestly, bro. I didn't even know that he. I didn't even see him on my RWR. All I seen was the MI28 and the fucking air contacts. I didn't even see him on my RWR. If I seen him, I would have defended. But I didn't even fucking see him. I guess let's try that again. I guess I think I got somebody. I think I actually hit somebody. Yeah, I shot down the 20 SU-25. That's crazy, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was not. I didn't see him on my RWR. Maybe y'all seen it. I didn't see it, but I literally only seen the helicopter and the three planes, fighter jets. So I don't know. I'm gonna get some harpoons now because now that I know there's not really any ground, and we're gonna see what we can do like this. Maybe this is a wrong idea. Oh my gosh, come on, bro. It's not even closing my cockpit now, bro. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna turn away from the threat here because they are really close. But we're going to shoot these these deltas at them so we can kind of push them defensive here. We can get off the ground. Okay, we actually know we have to go defensive now. Oh, I can't see. I can't, bro. I can't see, bro. Oh, oh, shitty game, shitty game, shitty game, shitty game. I can't like that. It's so hard to fucking gauge the fucking like how far you are off the fucking ground, man. At least we got a kill. I can't tell like how far I am off the ground, bro. Especially when like I'm just getting fucking shot at taking off, bro. It should not be dying and shit like that, bro. There should be SAM sites at the fucking airfield shooting him before that he can shoot at me, bro. Oh my, why is it such a hard concept for fucking devs to understand, bro? Like it's not a hard fucking concept. Just give us longer range SAMs at the airfields, bro. It's that simple. It's not a fucking hard thing to do. Like this, people constantly die to shit like this, getting spawn camped before they can even take off. It's so fucking frustrating, bro. Like you put so much time and effort into what you fucking do in this game, and it's just you get fucking shot down for no fucking reason, bro. Like it's not even a good reason. Like I'm getting shot down because somebody just decides to come to my airfield and spawn camp me. It's no skill involved, man. I'm crashing to the fucking ground because I'm trying to defend from a fucking missile that's being shot at me. I'm only going like 400 fucking miles an hour. With a fucking full load of missiles, my guy. Like I can't fucking do every fucking thing right, man. Like I have to fucking have some type of cover. I don't have that because I don't have fucking good teammates. But it's just I don't get why this is such a hard concept to grasp. And then whenever they actually add it in the game, it's irrelevant. Like they went from going to a rolling on the airfield to a fucking Ito on the airfield. Really? Like that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. Like, this shit is just fucking. Like, it goes like, mm. And this is why I fucking TK, because I don't like people who play this fucking game, let alone the people who design this shit, who actually fucking try to develop it. Shitty ass game, man. Like it's not no. There's no logic behind any of this shit that happens in this fucking game, bro. People just sit up here and buy fucking premiums and scream skill issue all the fucking time. That's all. Like I keep saying it. The biggest fucking ego boost in this game is a fucking premium, bro. You buy you a fucking premium, you're the best fucking player ever, my guy. Straight up. It's that fucking easy. It's that easy. Then it's almost like, okay, whoever spawns in the furs, you're gonna fucking get the easiest fucking kills because they're like the people who are taking off on the fucking runway are only going like 300 miles an hour before, you know what I mean, like before the fucking missile goes fucking pit bull. Like, bro, like it shit gives me a headache because like the shit should not be happening. The way I'm dying, the shit that I'm dying to, it should not be a fucking thing, bro. Like I should be covered. I should have fucking air cover in the form of fucking SAM sites. This is gonna be an easy map to play on because never mind, never mind. There's ZT-19 or Z-19s fucking with a full rack of fucking air to air missiles, bro. Oh my gosh, dude. And I'm the only guy on my team, right? There's another. Oh no, that's an F-15 up, but he's not doing anything. Like wow, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Obviously I'm doing something wrong here. I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm questioning what is happening. Like I just took off, seen that I was fucking being tracked by a fucking panzer, so I went and started fucking defending, and all of a sudden I'm dead to a fucking helicopter. Tell me how that works. Whenever there's an F-15 already airborne, where is that guy at? Where is he at? He's dead. That's where he's at. Oh my gosh, dude. This seeing this guy take off, I don't even have any hope for this guy. Like, bruh. This guy just want to fly straight towards my missile. I mean, you can eat it if you want. I mean, you can have my missile if you want. Somebody killed him. Great. He already got 2 kills, bro. Wow. Take off the weirdest way and he gets 2 kills easily, just like that. Great. Greatest teammate ever, man. Can't complain. Now I'm being tracked by J10. Imagine that, bro. What the fuck is up, bro? I have like the shittiest luck, and I don't even believe in luck, but I just have the shittiest fucking luck ever, bro. Like that's how I know this is a fucking Matrix. Like how the fuck is a J10 on my ass now And like where is the Rafal? Oh, he's dead. I think I see him right there actually. Yeah. That's all people do. They just rush your spawn. That's it. That's the only way people can play this game because there's no way around it. There's no way around it. If there was some type of, I don't know, SAM sites on the airfields or in front of the airfields to push people away from this spawn camping, that makes a whole lot more sense than people just coming to your fucking spawn and shooting you while you're taking off or while you're landing. This is not fucking rocket science, bro. But they act like it is. They act like they don't want to do it. Oh, yeah, the overpower's gonna break the game and all that. Man, like that shit is stupid as fuck. That whole argument is dumb. Got a splash. Yes, let's go. Thank you. On literally the slowest fucking target, but yeah, got a splash. Uh, what's happening over here? I think they went behind this mountain or something. I think he's trying to sneak around, to be honest. Damn, I want to see what's to my left, but I think he's to my right. Oh my god, this is gonna be a bad idea. I'm gonna pop up to my left. We got something. So a teammate over there, but I guess he's dogfighting. Oh shit, he might have killed him. Oh my god, it's going for my teammate. No, no. Oh fuck! I I fucking seen it, bro. I had to go for something now. I had to go for something. No biggie. More targets for me to kill. Since people want to, since I get decent teammates, and they're like, okay, I'm just going to take people's kill. I'm just gonna take them kill. You know that type of shit. They don't intentionally do it. And I like how people say, "Oh, use your radar, nigga." I am. Like people don't know how fucking missiles work, right? Like they have a chance of hitting teammates if you're not in the notch. Like they have to hit. Like if I'm shooting at an enemy and it's not pitbull yet on the enemy, and then you end up killing that enemy, it's going to pitbull on you because you're the only radar or yeah radar signature that it sees. So that's why it does that. But that's why you're not supposed to shoot. missiles in the dogfight. But honestly, I didn't. When I shot that missile, I didn't even know he was over there. I thought it was just an enemy. About to land and get some harpoons. Oh my gosh, yeah. Those things are super fucking fast, bro. Oh my gosh. I can probably. Oh, I can't even get harpoons now. Fuck, man. That was already two deaths. Yeah. All right. Well. Yeah, it's a GG. Yeah, when we actually get good teammates, it's like okay, like for one, they're fucking firing before me, so I can't even really get on target in time. And then by the time I do get on target and shoot, like my missile hits just after their missile, and it's like, well, damn, that sucks. Could have had like two or three. I think it's like two or three kills that game, but two of them got taken, and that other one I had was a freebie. So, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't believe in luck, bro. But it just seems like I got the worst fucking luck in this game, bro. I don't know why. I guess as far as like deaths and just like shit like killing teammates and shit like, bro, I guess just fucking horrible. Like I don't get it. I'm trying my best. Especially with this like complete and other bullshit that just happens to me, bro. Like, I don't understand why it's just so much bullshit that has to happen to me specifically, like at any given time. Like, bro, like, I can't just have one moment to fucking actually shine and actually get two or three kills a game and shit. Like, bro, like I have to like die 4 or 5 times before I get one kill. Like, what? And those 4 or 5 deaths are like fucking just bullshit ass deaths that should not be happening because people just want to spawn camp or shoot at me as I'm taking off or as I'm landing or just some bullshit. Like, all right, hit a fucking tree or this crazy shit. Like, bro. And it's just like timing. It's like I have like the worst fucking timing, like, bro, ever, bro. Like, usually you think timing is like God sent, but like for me, it's not. I don't like it. Don't feel like it. Like for me, it just seems like the timing that I have is just based off the Matrix. Like, bro, let's try to BVR and push, get clear out the air assets and do like a little air patrol or something. We got an AV8 with us today. I should do like a one take stream sortie um on this or for like ground sound. I don't even think I'm in the right controls. Am I in the right controls? I'm not. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. I'm about to turn cold. And I'm just gonna drag those missiles away to the other side here, and then I'm gonna engage. Seems like the IRST is already killing. That's what I mean. Like the IRST, like whenever our shit works, it's kind of like that's our SAM cover. But like people just so happens to get through that shit, or like maybe we don't even have a fucking anybody like on the fucking Sam, and then they get through and get past 2 hour airfield, and then it's kind of like well, it's kind of like a shitty fucking thing now, like he actually killed the IRST. Damn. But that's why I'm saying that's why I believe that we should have that type of shit in the damn bro, Harrier killed him. Fuck. But I'm saying that's why we should have it at the airfield in the form of bots or AI. I'm gonna push this guy off of our friendly. Bro, he just crashed. I'm like I said, I'm glad I'm getting this all on stream because I'm counting that as a fucking kill. Oh my god, no way, no fucking way. Okay, they got the fucking Panther. Let's go. We got good teammates, bro. This is a good match. Even though I really haven't gotten any kills except for that J11 that fucking crashed because he's a fucking trash can. I need to go get some harpoons, bro. Got the other Panseer doing work. Let's go. Yep, we're gonna win this because there's nobody. I mean, I'm gonna get some harpoons here before the game ends. See if I can get a kill with the harpoons. Gotta land really quick. This is not gonna be a quick landing. It's gonna be a slow landing. It looks quick because I'm coming in hot, but that's the point. Is a quick landing is a slow landing. Like it takes time to obviously slow down once you're on the fucking airfield. No, there's no active. God, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like if they just added bots to ground sim and they made it like like last a little bit longer, it would like adding bots. I feel like would make it last. Like it would inherently make it last longer. But like, bro, I don't have time to do shit but to just spawn in and defend. Like you expect me to just to launch all my like I'm not that type of player just to fucking launch a fucking volley of missiles at one target, bro. Like that was a good game, but it was fucking trash because it didn't last, bro. This is the one of the main reasons why I don't play ground sim because it just doesn't last. Like I don't know. try it again, I guess. I mean, that's why I'm kind of torn between bringing a loadout with harpoons or just a loadout with air to air because like I don't want to get intercepted at the same time. Like I don't want to keep fucking. I don't know. Keep going back to base. Like I'd rather just go in with my BVR and then come return to base. We'll see. Let's figure this shit out. So I launched pretty much most of my missiles just to get one kill. Fucking dropped them on radar. How the fuck is he so close to me, bro? What the fuck? Like I'm over here by my fucking base, bro. What the hell? So we don't have any. Oh, that's not gonna track. Fuck. He's in a turn. That might hit. That one might hit. Yes, got joy. Fox 3. Missed. This is a friendly. What? It didn't even show me a marker, bro. What the fuck? This is the enemy I was. Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this game? That fucking bro. Okay. All right. Let me stop using my fucking head because okay. Let me explain what was going on in my head. Okay. In my head, I was thinking I was playing air sim. So I was thinking like I was thinking like Russia or like I was thinking uh we were going against America or we had America or there was like some other F-18 from a different country on the other team. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, oh hey, I'm playing ground sim, so there's only going to be America versus China and Russia. That's for one. For two, I did not see any markers above him whenever we merged. That's for two. For three, the fact that we were over my fucking airfield and the AA at the airfield was not shooting or engaging at the guy, that made me think that there was no enemies in the area, but I knew that it was somebody close because I seen it on my RWR. So all of that combined, all of those factors combined, just made me had a huge fucking brain fart, and it just didn't, it just my it didn't compute right. So I would, I kind of had a brain fart. It just didn't compute right. So that whole thing was just fucked. This is what I'm talking about. I have shitty ass luck and timing in this fucking game, pretty much with everything I fucking do. So it's like, bro, I don't that right there, bro. And again, that was some bullshit. I don't think I should have died it. I don't believe I should have died today. Because for one, if that teammate was my teammate, why the fuck wasn't he helping me fucking fight that guy? Why was he in a fucking turn fight with me? So I don't know, bro. It's the worst fucking luck ever, bro. I swear. That was a decent sortie though. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna take some harpoons now. And we have AA at this airfield, right? We don't have AA at this airfield. Oh, we don't have AA at this airfield. Okay, so that's another thing that is kind of shitty. We don't have any long range. We don't have any AA at this. We have that shit. That is stupid as shit. Okay, we got to defend from this guy because this is definitely a deadly ass missile here. So I wonder which. Oh, it's only one spawn. Okay. Yeah, we're about to lose. Fuck, bro. I mean, this was a good game, bro, but it was just shitty because of what just fucking happened, bro. I like how this guy just instantly shot at me whenever I respawned. That's crazy. Trying to get that last kill in. Oh shit! Oh my gosh! I looked away for a second. Is there people like over here still or something? Or... Like fucking wild weasel in this shit. Yep. Damn, is the game gonna end? Holy shit! That's fine. That's fine. But nah, that was a good game, but it was a shitty game. Like I don't know, it just the way I died right there, that second to last death was kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was a good dog fight. It would have been better if I actually had a good idea of like who was who. But like again, we're gonna take a look at the way they describe these games here. So if we go to the simulator battles right here, this is the way they describe it, and tell me if this is counterintuitive or actually like a contradiction in itself, right? So in
Hello.
it, what's going on, man? So in Air Sim, um, you can just read it. It literally says right here, simulator battles is a mode where missions, as in realistic battles, take place in locations of historical battles, and players are divided into teams of the countries that participated in conflict. And I already went through all of this. Simulated battles. This is not what simulated battles is.
I'm
If you
new to Warthunder. I play their battles and I got my first 4 kills.
Okay, yeah, man, nice. That's what's up, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the new update, new War Thunder update that just came out. So, well, I'm a sim player. All I play is sim. And pretty much just going over the contradiction that simulator battles is. It literally states this is how simulator battles is advertised.
So
It
what's
literally
the update about?
I'm gonna get into that. Just let me finish my point here. But this is what simulator battles is. Simulator battles, you can read it. It's a mode, realistic battles, whatever, whatever. But the way that they describe it is not how it
Okay.
is. The way they describe it is not how it is. The way they describe it is, or the way that it is two countries or more that are going against us. Pretty much red team and blue team. Well, you got NATO versus Warsaw, or like you know, the other country like BRICS and all that. Russia and China and all that. Um, so you have those teams respectively. So you pretty much got NATO versus Russia and China, essentially. But the way that it's set up is this game has been set up, all game modes has been set up to accommodate low tier gameplay. So low BRs is pretty much the way Sim is still set up, as well as RB and arcade. So because we still have these type of low tier arcade mechanics in each game mode, that's the way that these game modes essentially play out. It plays out essentially just like an arcade battle. But if you continue to read, it literally says battles in enduring confrontation mode are held for aircraft only. Aircraft controls are as realistic as possible in this mode. Cockpit view is only available. Takeoff is affected from the airfield. And it says right here, this is what I'm talking about. Markers are only present above allied players at short distances. But there's an exception because they're just talking about air simulator. In ground sim, there's no markers at all. But also in ground sim, um, also in ground sim,
So
there
this
are
is a realistic game but ground and air.
yeah, essentially. But in ground sim, whenever you're on the ground, there are different tanks from different countries that are on either the NATO side or on the Russian side. And I'm going to give an example. So if you go to Britain, it says South Africa, but this is Britain. And you go to one of my presets with the
But
Bishma.
this is like you can shoot tanks from above and shoot from air.
Yeah. So like right here, this is the Bishma, right? This is a Russian tank. This is a Russian tank, but it is under the
Oh oh.
it's under the Indian subtree. So it's a Russian tank,
Yeah,
but it's Indian, right? So
that's
but it's
sick.
an Indian tank. But it's a problem. This is a problem because in ground sim there is no markers to distinguish who is friendly and who is enemy. So if you're playing this in ground sim, it's a good chance that you're going to be mistaken as an enemy because you are a T80, you are a T90. So that's why it's bad. But if you go
Hmm.
back to simulator battles, how it says It says that battles and enduring confrontation are held for aircraft only. Aircraft controls are realistic as possible in this game
Sounds
mode.
like Earl but Earl.
Yeah, it's like IRL, but not. But yeah, IRL. But it says aircraft controls are as realistic as possible. That's false. Okay. But it also says that the cockpit view takeoff is affected from the airfield, and markers are present at short distances. But that only applies to air sim, not ground sim. So that you can see how that's a problem, right? And you can literally say right here at the bottom, it says markers are absent for both allies and enemies. So that's the problem. So that goes back to what I was saying, how all of these game modes are trying to kind of accommodate to a more arcade gameplay style. It's not really a simulator battles like DCS. A game like DCS is a literally a simulator game. This is just a simulator mode, but it still has arcade gameplay mechanics. But now that I'm finished with that, um, this update, I'm gonna let you know what this update is about. So you probably already seen the
Oh,
whole
okay,
blog
okay.
about
I'm
it.
glad you're like talking about it because I'm new, but now I'm understanding.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So, um, I guess you can consider I can consider myself as a US main. This is the Super Hornet. So the new addition to the Super Hornet is these Harpoon missiles. These are Harpoon missiles, AGM-84Hs. So these can track ground targets and they can track sea targets.
Oh,
And
oh,
it's a
wow.
it's a big upgrade from the Maverick missile. Okay. They also came out with the AMRAAM Delta right here, which is a longer range missile versus the AMRAAM Bravo right here. You can see it has 50 miles of launch range versus the AMRAAM Delta having 115 miles of launch range. They also came out with the F-16 CM Pobit, and this pretty much has these right here, the JSOs. These are like long range glide bombs, 1,000 pounders. And if you ask me, they should give it to the Super Hornet as well. But I guess it came out with some kind of bug, and some kind of bug was going on with it, so they had to remove it from the Super Hornet. Um, but this missile has been long overdue.
See, I don't know that I just downloaded it. It said it had an update, but it looked like just a game, so is it an update just for that?
Yeah, so it's no, it's not an update just for one vehicle. It's an update for the whole game. But this right here, this missile has been long overdue. Because for the longest time, Russia has had long range missiles, while the U.S. was limited to just the
Yeah.
Maverick missile. The Maverick missile that the U.S. had for the longest time has only been able to be used at 50,000 feet. So that's around like 11 to 12 miles. But for the longest time, Russia has been using. Um, I'm gonna give you a good example here, right here. For the longest time, Russia has been using this missile right here, right here, the KH-38 MT. And if I can minimize this and show you the KH-38, this is the KH-38 right here. You can kind of see it looks similar to the Harpoon missile.
Imago, I have school Tom, I go to bed. I'll be here next time I subscribed. I'll be back next time. By Ty for explaining.
All right, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. But the Harpoon or the KH-38 it looks similar to the Harpoon missile, but it's obviously not exactly the Harpoon missile. Um, if we were to compare it, you can see that it definitely goes way faster. It goes Mach 2.2. It has 43 miles of launch range, which is fucking fabulous, which is great. Very, very good. But 12 miles of lock range. Here, this is the laser guided one, so obviously there's no like locking. The only locking that you're going to be doing is with the actual targeting pod. And then you have the KH-29TE and the KH-29L. The TE is what we're looking at, and you can see that it goes faster than the Maverick, and it goes faster than the Harpoon. It can go a little bit slower than the KH-38 at 1.8 Mach or Mach 1.8, and this is a TV guided missile that has a launch range of 18 miles. So that's a big step up from the launch range that the Maverick has, right? And so it's been said that Russian bias exists not simply because of this, but this is pretty much a good example to go off of, because this plane that we're looking at, the Su-30, this platform is at 11.7. So while this is at 11.7 for Russia, America 11.7 is looking like this. You can just look at the weaponry from this view. So we got JDAMs, we got laser guided bombs, we got a 2,000-pound glide bomb, we have dumb bombs, we have rockets, we have Mavericks that go again 50,000 feet. You can see right here, launch range 14 miles, launch range 12 miles. You can see it right here. This is the laser one, this is the IR one, and this one is the well, no, they're both IR. This one is the heat warhead, and this one is the SAP HE warhead. So you can kind of gauge which one is better. If you ask me, it's the Su-25. But now we're just now getting a similar missile to the KH-38 at top tier at 13 or 14.3. But I think we also have it for the not for the F-16. I don't think, but we have it for the F-18 right here, the late. Yeah, right here. So they actually gave the this F-18 the walleyes, which is kind of, for me, it's kind of stupid because they didn't, whenever they released this F-14 or this F-18, I mean, whenever they released it, it didn't release with the Harpoon or the walleye. It only released with the glide bomb. So it's kind of like, well, why did they do that? But the F-18A released with it, like it actually had it. So it kind of made me think, like, why did they add it to the A and not the C, right? But then after the Super Hornet came out, they released it. They released the walleye to the C variant. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck is like? What was the point of doing that? Like what's the point of doing it just to make the F-18C late suffer at 14.0? Like what was the point of doing that? Because obviously it's not going to be as good in that respect whenever you don't have those type of like IR bombs capabilities. You only have like like fucking glide bombs with fucking like 2,000-pound glide bombs and shit. Um, so whenever they added that to Super Hornet, they added it to the Sea Lake. So I found it kind of fucking funny and stupid at the same time. But I think we did all the testing that we're gonna do with this fucking shitty missile. It doesn't really have a place in War Thunder right now, unfortunately, except for just doing like long range strikes on people's airfields and shit. But maybe one day, it'll actually be decent. I'm gonna call it here. We had a few good fights and a lot of bullshit deaths. So I think it's safe to say that, you know, we've pretty much used and abused these missiles and this airframe um as much as I can do, at least. Like I said, there's really nothing new for anything that I have. Like there's nothing new for the C-10, there's nothing new for the Belgium F-16, nothing new for the Mirage F1, obviously. Um Nothing new for the JF. transfers. Just really nothing new. I'm gonna start playing out some Britain, but this is gonna be, like I said, this is gonna be the last tree that I actually grind. Um, got Russia. Nothing new for the SU-33. I don't think there's anything new for this thing either. Yeah. So I'm just gonna call it. I might hop on. I might hop on. I don't know, some. I guess some armor. I guess. And yeah, I'll see y'all in a few.